I trade treasuries. I wake up at 5:30 every morning so that I can be ready to trade treasuries. If you don't like waking up early, I trade treasuries. I wake up at 5:30 every morning so that I can be ready to trade treasuries. If you don't like waking up early, futures might not be for you. Granted, there are some opportunities in the afternoon with Asian markets, but I trade treasuries. I wake up at 5:30 every morning so that I can be ready to trade treasuries. I wake up at 5:30 every morning. If you don't like waking up early, futures might Derivatives trading involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. Good morning, everybody. Well, I've been trying to mess around with my YouTube. We're streaming directly to YouTube, and we're in ultra low latency mode. So, hopefully the delay should be a little bit less for you. Just from my own thing, it's about 3 seconds. So, 3 to 5 seconds. Should be a little better for you guys. How you doing today, Seth? Hey, how's it going, Lucas? Good to see you guys all bright and early. Well, I tell you what, today is an interesting day. I'm wondering, where is everything? See, because I'm all messing around with all this stuff. What was I even trying to get to? Well, anyways, doesn't matter. To the charts. So, we've had this downtrend, and last night they made another new low. However, we are higher, and this is the first time in quite some time that we have ended the day, that we have started the session higher. Let's check the E-mini here really quick. E-mini took a little bit of a dive and recovered, and it's above yesterday's close. Okay. Well, let's come over here and we'll check our levels. Okay, so we are significantly above the opening range high. Opening range was pretty tight as well. Let's hear what some things. So we had Canada. Trudeau won again, which I guess is disappointing to many people, but I think I kind of expected it. I was going to tweet something out yesterday, and I forgot, but I never heard a thing about his competitor, which kind of led me to believe that the competitor didn't really have the support of the right-wing base, and that was more likely to lose. Crazy icebergs between two prices for the liquidity we have been seeing. Makes sense. There's a pretty big stack right there at 26, isn't it? Well, I have to keep an eye on that. But where we're at here and everything like that says, oh man, and tons of volume down in here too. I mean, it says to me on the short-term buy, but the long-term is still a sell. And so, difficult to make a determination. Okay, and now I can see that my chat widget does work. Ha ha ha. Justin, people kind, Trudeau. Yeah, right. Well, we gotta fix some of this. Why does it have such a terrible... Okay, background color is supposed to be 0, but it doesn't do it. Oh, so lame. Oh, you know what? We can fix this. We can fix it. But that's good. So that part is good. Let's not worry about that for a second. Let's check our robot. That's what we need. Okay. So it's working and it's reading, it's pulling things out. Now I need to come in here. I need to close and reopen this doc. There we go. Okay, and turn on auto read. So now hopefully if you guys say something, she should read it out again.
We have a deciding day on Brexit today, right? This might not move much.
I don't know anymore, to be honest with you. That was Lucas. So that's already one thing that I need to fix, is that it doesn't give me the name of the person that's saying it. No, yeah, the thing is that I think that they've decided for quite some time now, they've come to the conclusion that
it's lightning fast now.
It's lightning fast now. Yeah, well, good. I'm glad. It should be good. It should be running like every... Does it run every second, I think? The question is just, hopefully I'm not using too many messages. It might start giving me errors at some point, and then it'll die. We'll have to do something about it. Anyways, so I think that when they did the whole Brexit thing, I think it was even long before this weekend, they had determined that Brexit, no matter what, was going to have to be delayed. They were going to be forced to do a delay. And today they're doing a procedural motion. And I can't even remember what the exact... I'm going to go over to CNBC and read it, and I'll be like, oh, yeah, that's right. Yes. But I don't think that it matters. I think that either way, they have to delay Brexit. And so that's the important thing, I guess you could say. So this one was the one that we just did that I need to delete. Yes. Delete forever. Da-da-da-da. And these upcoming. So I tried messing around with the whole scheduling and all of that sort of stuff, and I've decided that feature of YouTube really sucks, because you have to it gives you a unique stream key every time, and then you have to go in and start it and then come over here, and it couldn't change things. It wasn't very good. It wasn't very good. So, so there was a pretty big iceberg there at 24. I am really not... I came in today looking at the context and knowing that we've kind of been in this range, and that it's Tuesday and they might try and make a run in equities. I mean, that will be a big question, is do we make a run in equities today? But I came in today thinking maybe we could get a move and finally resolve everything. But the fact that we have it's kind of contradictory, I guess you could say, has me a little spooked, I guess you could say. I don't know what to make of it. I really don't. Well, okay, they sold the 23.5 there pretty aggressively, so I don't know. Okay, so if the robot is working, so what were we doing? Oh yes, we were Streamlabs. Let's see if we can fix the deal with the chat box.
cool. All widgets. Chat box. Okay. Oh, the background doesn't get shown in. No, I want, well, there's a couple of different, okay, the box, the Twitch, old school, chunky. No, let's do it boxed for now. Didn't I do themes? Oh, that's right. Because the way that they have it, there's that huge thing on the left side. I don't like that. Save settings. There we go. So that's a little better. So now the color, why is it like that? Why? So quite a bit hit into 23 and then they spiked it back up. I must not be the only one that's not sure because look at how little is on the inside here. I think we're... No, why does that not work? There we go. It's just not updating new ones, that's all. There's got to be a... I don't know. How do we say? Inspect. We're going to have to do some custom CSS, I guess. And strong tick up again. Does that work? No, it didn't like that. Let's see, how can I do this?
Test.
Aha. Aha.
Can't believe that short worked few astonished face.
You got a short off of that. So why is the HTML comma body transparent?
$255 figured they wouldn't rally given context.
Not bad. Not a bad trade at all, my friend. It's like they want it to be transparent or something. Well, that doesn't do it either. Tell me the future says what's up. Sorry, I'm still trying to figure out. I changed some stuff, right? And I'm still trying to figure out how to fix it. Maybe it's that I need to. What is the color that I like to use? Let's start there, huh? FF00 2B36. There we go. Yeah, but then if I inspect it, doesn't work. Bum 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 ba-dum bum ba-dum bum. So tell me the future. How did you find the Discord room? That's so annoying. That's so annoying, guys.
Test.
So annoying. Here we go.
There's an interesting discussion about leverage in the lobby.
PA seems tricky, says Luke. There's a video. We have a video. Well, let's look at the video.
Hi. GMO.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Oh, he's doing it to the log dawn message. Let's see here. There's log dawn message, blah, 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 blah. Wing meta. That doesn't seem to do it either. Oh, so annoying, guys. There should be an easy thing. But it's not. Like, they get this background color, but then, like, the background color only... My keyboard is so screwed up, guys. I really need a new keyboard. Any suggestions on new keyboard would be appreciated. Something that's quiet. That's what I would like. Well, 26 now. I'd say, though, here for the first 15 minutes, though, it's been pretty slow, hasn't it, guys? Sorry, I haven't been very chatty or entertaining, but we're going to fix this. And then... No, I don't think that that's what we want. The chat box. Because it's like it shows you different... So annoying. You guys probably don't care about why, but it shows you different stuff depending on... whether it's where you're viewing it, which is kind of lame. Nope. If I launch it over here, I inspect it. Okay. So in here, its background is transparent. That's what I want to get rid of. But I could, well, now why does that one get overwrote? Because of the transparent, but where does the transparent come from? Okay, but anyways, I could do it in this one. Now here it gets overwritten too. And there's the log. That's like the thing. So here in custom HTML, it's inherited from body. Okay. So if I come into the CSS, and I say background. Hey, Ewan, how's it going? Oh, did my robot already die on me? It says I've already exceeded my quota. That's so lame. Why does it do so many? Oh my gosh, guys. I'm having a frustrated morning here. Display limit exceeded. Your quota will be reset at midnight. So how does that short time period... Okay, so first of all, if I close all this, I don't have any node processes running, do I? No. Okay. Okay, so now when I do this div, it's an ID selector, style the element with ID equals custom custom HTML. Why you no work? Okay. We're going to try something. We're going to try doing this a different way. Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum. That doesn't do it either. Well, they're kind of threatening that high now. They gonna move higher? It's a little curious, though. I mean, there was a pretty decent sell. Man, if they do like a level break and everything here, it would be really ugly. Hmm. That's not working either. Is there no other way? Could just make it black. I don't know. I don't know. When he talks, when Lucas was talking about the lobby, he was talking about the Discord lobby. Yeah. Let's see here. Alligator says, you can think of margining as a loan, but nobody lends you money. Actual margin is a guaranteed deposit, a contract to settle at maturity. So if you buy crude oil at contracts at $53, at delivery, you pay a notional value for each contract and you get 100 barrels. At delivery, your account is debited 5,300. Margin is a guarantee for the broker that you can pay at delivery or offset before. Broker debits your account in real time, but it used to be at the end of the day with settled price. It's updated intraday to better reflect your ability to offset your position at any time. There's no loan really. It's pure accounting by the broker. Leverage is simply the ratio between notional value and deposit, so MAC leverage equals notional / margin. They're explaining how margin works. That's cool. Anyways. In the CSS, I have to change the color of the body element. So he's changing the message. Okay, let's try something here. Bum, 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 bum. It takes up. But see, that only helps when yeah. See, it doesn't change the background. But perhaps if I do this in the body, perhaps it wants to have this. Now, nope, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. I hate it when developers make like some assumption about the way that you want things to be or work. You know? So that kind of gets the transparent, but it doesn't get before the background appears. So it's still a problem. Oh, Jonathan Hunt. Hey, how's it going? Thank you for you found us. With Jigsaw, can you configure it to view the profit loss on the DOM? Yeah. Well, when I enter into a position, my profit loss will show up in the price, the order column. Where you would your Q bid. So if I set this maybe just to be background. Nope. And then it does it. But see, they like intentionally go in and set the body to be transparent, no matter what you do. So annoying. So flippin' annoying. Okay, maybe we can do it with like HTML, and we can say, And then another. Nope. There's Ace. How's it going? I'd be interested to see what he thinks about this. I suppose we could take a short here. See here. Let me show you what the problem is. So here I can go through the HTML of this element. If I go to body, that background gets set to transparent no matter what. Okay, so here's these divs. That gets added onto every element, so that's not what we want. I put that in there. Div ID equals log chat layout chat list item. So what if I put it right here? Let's see. So if I set that div to be black, doesn't do anything. It's like body is the only thing that you can actually change this at, and they override it. Or is it the HTML one where they override it? Wait, where is it ever being overridden at now? It's not showing me that spot. I woke up this morning and thought, I will go get a job. Says when. Oh, he's got stomped out. Probably because he tried going short in that. This market's being weird, don't you think? Seems a little weird to me. So there it is right there. Element.style. Background. Transparent. I feel like I'd fixed this before when I was using this on YouTube way back. Well, there's probably another option for us. Let's see here. Add color source. There. Oops, it should be 5 and 3, I think. Transform, reset, transform. Okay. 600. $630 by 200. Okay. So now I have to go back in here. Come on. Whoa, wait, what did I just do? Oh, sorry about that. Okay. Order. Move to top. Rain or shine, depression, recession, boom or bust, the market will be here making money for us. I hope so. I don't know. Weird things can happen. Aha. Aha. Now that looks the way that I want it to look. Okay. So, let's just not touch that. And I want to add a custom browser dock in here. Okay. My grandfather played the stock market when he retired from the army and watched many stocks he saw made nice, slow, steady gains. Cool. We need to change one thing in here. Okay, now say something. Better. Okay. So that's that issue. For now, at least. We can try and mess with it and fix that better later. Now we gotta figure out what the heck is wrong with the robot. Okay. Will these stocks produce such impressive growth that they will justify their current market cap, or are these implausible growth expectations? We do not have a crystal ball, but we would recommend not betting on the momentum continuing. Are not told financial news exclusively as part of the 2019 Money Masters Investing Special from Market Watch today. Well, you know what, the market is kind of in a really interesting spot because everything that we see from like a technical perspective on the charts kind of tells us that we should be moving up on equities. But this technical analysis is all nonsense and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And from a fundamentals perspective, there's still a lot of people that are super skeptical about this market. So you could see something where if like end of year window dressing type behavior starts happening, you might see a really strong move up that really catches a lot of people off guards and screws them over. Totally a possibility. Those guys just need to fill space with the words, their paycheck has nothing to do with being correct. Yeah. Yeah. I always laugh when they, you know what's something that happens a lot that I think is kind of funny is you go on Reddit and there will be some prediction from a Goldman Sachs analyst saying, oh, X thing is going to happen. And then they'll go in and they'll show something that's like from a previous week. And it's like, you realize that these are like different analysts. Like one was like from global research and one was something that is like internal to the company only. Or one person is saying something that is like extremely short term anyways. And then they make a big deal out of it when like they don't even understand what they're reading. It's funny. Dow futures inch up as a deluge of earnings report. Yes. And the thing is their earnings, people expected their earnings to be negative 5% and they're turning out to be like negative 3%. So yeah, so that's like why we're moving up, but then we move up and what keeps us going until there's like an actual trade deal, you know? No, that's not it. That's what I need. See, I sent 3,000 requests in less than 30 minutes. Wait, is that? That would be an hour. Uh-huh. And you get You see here, it says I made 10,000. And max I should end up making 6,000. I want the chat box back, guys. Seth does not have the chat box. No, I can see you now. See, I had to set OBS up to show, but I can see you. It doesn't show me as much as before. Like, I would prefer to be able to see more. You guys can see it down in the bottom left corner of the screen, though, yeah? Anyways. There's a nice young INFP, Eric Thor, in our community who has a channel. He's hoping that some people would like to create characters for stories and play as a creative. Oh, that sounds like fun. Like role-playing kind of stuff? I moved it down. I moved down. 30-year kind of suggests that we're going to turn down. Could they push down and make a play for 19.5, perhaps? Guides. There must be something wrong with that YouTube live chat. There must be something wrong with that package. Sounds like he wants to do role playing. Sounds like he wants to LARP. This one's saying I have to do it all from scratch. Boo. LARP. Yeah, live action roleplay. So here's YT live chat. That one looks defunct. Okay, let's try these ones. YouTube chill. Library for work with live chats. No. No documentation. YouTube chat API. Okay. So let's try this one. $30.12 would have been a good short even with it being whippy. Oh yeah, they're selling it pretty hard. I don't know. I still feel like I'm gonna stay out today. I'm just gonna kind of see how it goes. They might sell it hard though, and I'll feel, you know, FOMO-y about it, but okay. 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 So I have to block some stuff over here. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Live chat ID. Lucas the Lion Tamer whipping his trading lines into their place circus. They could turn down here still. It's kind of an interesting setup there that we're seeing in the 30-year. YouTube stream, YouTube live chat stream. This one's old. Not much of anything is very popular. Interface. What's this? What is that doing? Is he coding? Yeah, I'm trying to fix the chat bot so that it will read out your comments. Right? That's a worthy goal. If I really thought that I had a really good probability in here, then I would take one. But like, look at the market. We've barely moved 4 ticks. So I might as well distract myself with... Nah, I don't think that one's going to work. Okay, so let's like... Sexy robot voice is taking the day off. Didn't show up for work. Well, she was there. She was there for the start. Okay, so what was I using? I was using... YouTube-live-chat. This is the one that doesn't have a full example. Nope. So this one, YouTube chill, seems like it might. Well, let's see if there's an example. Okay. And where does it let you set the delay? This delay, yes. Oof. Does it provide a default delay? YouTube. API key. Well, it says that it has one, but then YT.listen 1000. What's that? Get chat ID, get chat. Listen. Oh, gosh. His test doesn't even actually use the correct API process, basically. Batch. Okay, so that's YouTube chill. That one's got some issues. Now this one, YouTube chat API. Those are my choices, basically. Now, if I come back to the one that I'm using, YouTube live chat, this one, require YT.listen 1000. Chat ID, get chat request, listen, delay. Set interval. Milliseconds. So every 1000 milliseconds, it's supposed to do it. So then why did it say that it sent out 10,000 requests? Oh wait, sorry. Is it possible for a newbie to learn indicator developing? Yes. Certainly, especially if it's a simple indicator, right? And so if you watch the 2 videos that I have on developing in NinjaTrader 8, is that, especially that most recent one, that should give you a pretty good starting point. And then what you do with the information that you have, you just go and look at the indicators that NinjaTrader already came with. And you probably get a pretty good idea of how to, what you want to do, how to do it. Man, this is like a terrible market. I really thought today they might do something, but this is a terrible market. Okay, so I'm just going to do every 3 seconds. And the restream bot doesn't do it without the... Oh, I missed the restream bot. I hate the way the YouTube does it, because for me to use the API, you know, I have to do requests, but then I can read as many requests as I want, and they're instant when I visit, you know, the actual video. So that should work, but let's see, I'll show you if I start it up. Daily limit exceeded. You may view your limits in this place. And then I come over here and I visit that URL. There are a ton of YouTube videos talking about get started. I would try those. Try find ones talking about futures much simpler. It's hard to find that video. No, it's like the most recent video. Was like last Monday. Anyways, I close this down. Yes. NinjaTrader 8, Ninja Script Programming Basics Key Functions. Exactly. That's where I would start. Okay. So here, queries per day. My limit is 10,000. To increase this, maximum apply for a higher quota. Which maybe we want, but here you go. See? And then I was done. Starting at 6:30. So it only went for about 30 minutes. Isn't that dumb? So copy and paste that sentence if you can, and then paste it in your search bar and add a plus sign to see if that brings up any help sites. No, I found it, right? But the problem is that I don't understand. Yeah. Yeah, it must be that particular query is like more expensive. Well, they come back to 25.5 again. E-mini's on its highs. And we're moving, so it again appears that we are tied to ES primarily. So that has a degree in computer programming, yeah. All right, here's the thing. For programming indicators, probably don't need that. Especially if your indicator is just, I want to calculate a value and you know, spit it out. Like here, for instance, count the number of level 2 updates that you get and display it to a histogram. Very, very simple code. I show you this one right here, this top one. I literally give you the code for that in that video. I show it on the screen and everything. Now these ones are a little bit more complicated, but that's probably going to be the next video. I should probably up my video frequency, but I don't know. Oh, which reminds me, there's something else I gotta do here. Okay, well, so tomorrow I will change I changed the delay interval to be 3,000 instead of 1,000. So we will see if that helps. That'll probably mean that she will not speak as much. Well, there would be more delay from when she says it. But there's something wrong. Because if you're doing it every 1,000 milliseconds, right? 3,600, right? So if I do 60, so does it every second? 60 seconds in a minute times 60 minutes in an hour, 3,600. I should be able to do like 3 hours worth before I hit my limit. So it's doing it more often than that. So if we're already getting 10,000 and we divide that by 3, then maybe that'll fix it. We'll see. Maybe there's something with his code that I don't understand that doesn't do it right. Because I can show you if I do. I believe it is the live streams and bring the most viewers here. People are online looking for a community where the conversation is engaging in some fashion or another. Well, thank you about the voice. How would you explain an object-oriented language to a newbie? So that would be, I could explain object-oriented programming in fact, that's kind of the next video that I'm going to make. And that's probably a 30-minute thing. But here's the thing. To get started doing it, to get started actually programming, you don't have to understand that stuff. But object-oriented programming is basically this. Okay? When you're programming, you have variables, right? You can say, I have a variable and it's an integer, or I have a variable and it's a string. Well, what if I wanted the variable that has a bunch of things in it? Well, then there's an array. So an array is like, you can have an array of integers, for instance, which is what most of these things behind here are. It's a series of integers, right? And it's in an array. Okay, but there are other kinds of variables. Okay, for instance, there's a hash table, and a hash table allows me to say, give me an array, but every bucket is named so that I can directly refer to that bucket. For instance, that's a hash table. Okay, so what if I wanted to make my own variables that had properties like that? Well, then you do object-oriented programming, and it's a variable. An object is, a variable type where I can set multiple properties and methods and stuff to tell it to do something. So when you're looking at like NinjaScript, there is an indicator object type. This is a variable that has an indicator, and it has all of these methods built into it that allow you to do the things that you need to do to draw stuff to the screen. So in the video that we were talking about earlier, the key functions video, I'm basically going through the methods that you can override, because what you can do in object-oriented programming is you can say, well, here's a variable that's really close to what I want. Let me make my own version of that variable, and I will just change these functions. And so that's what you're doing, is you're making an indicator and you're just changing the, the onDraw method or whatever it is that you want. I forget the name of them all now. The onBarClose, for instance. Bum, 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 bum. So that's all there is to it. But this whole thing is that all of this stuff that has to do with really object-oriented programming, like inheritance, and how when you create your own object type from a previous object type, how do you override methods, and in what instances can you override them or not? And you can have multiple objects that are derived from the same type and all this. You don't need to know that stuff. You don't have to know that stuff. For NinjaTrader, indicator programming for 99% of the stuff that you're going to do. I've done some stuff where we do mess with that sort of a thing, but that was like going way above and beyond. you know, anything that anybody would ever practically want to do. So you do not need to understand object-oriented programming to write indicators in NinjaTrader 8. Why do you use jigsaw trading instead of more professional trading technologies? Yeah, so this is a good question. So first of all, I've never used TT. I'm getting around to it. so last night I installed Sierra charts, and I'm messing around with Sierra charts, and I'm gonna try and recreate my indicators in Sierra charts. Although I have to say, Sierra charts is like, oh my gosh, guys, it is so ugly, and the menu, like, organization of that thing is atrocious. Like, trying to find settings and everything in there is a real pain in the butt. But anyways, you know, there's TT, and I know that there are some advantages to TT, but I really like Jigsaw, primarily because Jigsaw is the more innovative one. And I go into this in the video that I put out a couple of weeks ago about what is the best futures trading platform. But, you know, that's the primary reason, is that Jigsaw is kind of more on the forefront. Now they are fading quite hard. Well, I tell you what, that short that I identified in the 30 here, starting to look pretty good, doesn't it? So next time that we run the bot, I'm going to be like super intentional about when I start it, so they can keep track of how long it was going for, to know how many it was using. And I'll watch, when does it start throwing me the error. But you know what? Mostly I'm just glad to have the chat box back in the bottom right corner, left corner, because that was looking awful. That was looking bad. Oh, and I'm happy that the low latency mode works for you guys too. A lot quicker responses, even though I'm like, haven't been paying attention the whole session. So now they're coming back to 23. If I had a short from up there 27 or whatever, you know, 23 would be like a really key spot that I would maybe be thinking about taking it off. But I don't know why they're moving up quite the way that they are. You're right about the looks of Sierra charts, but once you configure it the way you want, which will take some time, it runs so smooth and it's so light, or at least it feels that way. Yeah, so that was the big thing that I noticed, was that, you know, if I go in here and I do this and I'll wiggle it around, yeah, okay, yeah, it seems pretty fast. But when I do it in Sierra charts, it's like so silky smooth. It's like, holy crap, how did they do that? I guess it's because it's C++, and they're probably doing all of the graphics by hand. What's your monitor's refresh rate? I've got a 144 hertz monitor. This one is, at least. These ones are not. And that's another video. See, I'm here just talking to you guys. It's like, okay, so I need to make a video on the Ninja script objects. I need to make a video about my trading setup. And I've only been doing videos every other week. And I think I might keep it that way, because been writing some articles for somebody, and I need to do that. Which, by the way, I should send that in now. That would be a good time to do that. And download as a... I'll do it as a Word document, I guess. Oh yeah, what was I going to show you? Here. head this up. Not that any of you care, but index. Listen. Okay, so it does listen. Set interval, this get chat delay. This on. Okay, so here, the set interval uses a delay. So it's only doing this every 1000 milliseconds. Now there is also this get chat. That's where, and that gets called from in here, right? Oh, no. Yeah, this get chat. Okay. So that's the request. Here's this get chat ID. This dot get live. And then it goes in here and it gets the chat ID. Okay. So that should only happen like once. Here's a new YouTube channel API key. Unready. Yeah, I don't know why it's sending so many requests. It shouldn't. It shouldn't be. Well, they're going to turn around here. E-mini is like eyeing it again, thinking about going down. So anyways, I don't know why it said I did 10,000 requests. That's so weird. Guess I don't need this Streamlabs thing either. Okay. Oh, he was already asking about it. So there's the article. I also wonder if using Streamlabs OBS would make this easier. I don't know. Might have made using the chat thing easier. I really preferred the restream chat box, though. What do you guys think? I don't know. I think it could be better, but... See, it's coming back. They're just like defending that 23 like hardcore. I'm just going to put a bunch of buys there because there's so much volume held there. I wonder if somebody's waiting for something. Has Pierre Delecto killed Mitt Romney's political career? Asks Zero Hedge. That sounds like something worth reading, huh? Okay, to begin with an entirely objective statement, rational people, when considering the worth of any politician, find nothing more distasteful than the politico in question deliberately concealing his or her true feelings, opinions, or policy agenda. All of us want our political representatives to be real, to stand on principle, to say what he or she means, and mean what he or she says. How many currently elected politicians measure up to the expectation is debatable. Of course, it is difficult for most to judge them fairly. Supporters of Elizabeth Warren would no doubt argue that she is entirely principled and honest about her political intentions. Her detractors, meanwhile, would describe her as an evasive at best and downright dishonest at worst. Similarly, opposing views might be applied to Donald Trump or any other member of Congress. Is .NET a programming language also? Kind of, not really. So C# is the programming language, and .NET is a platform that the C# programming language runs on, I guess you could say. And there you can actually run a couple of different languages on .NET, but mostly just C#. You can combine C# and C++ together, though, for instance. But again, another thing that I wouldn't worry about, because that has to do with like how are variables managed in memory and all that sort of a thing, which for what you're going to do in NinjaTrader, not important. Are you planning to upgrade your CPU? You know what? I don't think I can. Because I got like the first generation of Ryzen processors, and apparently the motherboards are like not compatible or something. Or in some instances they are or not. So I would have to check and see if my motherboard is still compatible. Yeah, you need the X570. And I've got like an X370 or something like that. It's like, it's a pretty lame deal, right? Because I got it at the beginning thinking that I would have this motherboard that would be good for a long time. Although I have to say, I've been really happy with my processor. And I'm not so sure that it's worth upgrading at the moment. Like, it's not like there's any games out there that I can't run. Probably could use a better video card. But, you know, until there's a game out there I really want to play that doesn't run very well or something. Yeah, I think I have the 1700 or the 1800. I forget which one. It was fast at the time. But I think I would rather wait because in like probably another 2 years, some of these, you know, the stuff that they're putting out into the server space will soon start coming to consumers. And, you know, we're about to make some pretty big leaps in processing. Especially if they move over to, you know, soon where you have to buy the processor and the motherboard together. because they're moving everything onto the actual processor die. And for trading, it's kind of like, you know, for trading, you don't necessarily need a huge computer. As much as people will tell you. So I was doing this because I did the monitor thing and I was looking for, well, what have other traders used for monitors? And I was not really impressed with the videos out there. True, I'm waiting for next year. I already need a new computer, but next year is bringing huge leaps in both GPU and CPU. Yeah, exactly. It looks like it's going to be another boring trading day. Indices aren't going anywhere. Guess I know what they mean when they say you have to be patient. Oh, NVIDIA is launching Ampere, which is 7 nanometer tech. I thought that their most recent one was, but okay. Yeah, they'll make a big difference. 10-year is suggesting something again here. You know what? If we had gone with our signal today, if I had actually taken trades, I probably would have done pretty good. But this one is unclear. It's unclear. Anyways, back to Mitt, right? Senator Mitt Romney, who, it could be argued, suffered an almost inexplicable loss to President Barack Obama in the 2012 election, is one of those politicians who has tried to portray himself as eminently principled, morally upstanding, and an all-around decent man. To be sure, he's done things in his personal life that lend credibility to such an image. What if it turned out, though, Romney, until now, had a secret social media persona for the primary purpose of defending and boosting the image of none other than Mitt Romney? Enter Pierre Delecto. Sounding more like a 1970s porn star, Delecto is Mr. Hyde to Romney's Dr. Jekyll, only we must presume without the homicidal tendencies. As Delecto, Romney spent most of his time trying to make himself look good, defending himself to reporters and bashing Trump. He may or may not also have been delivering pizzas or cleaning the pools of shapely but lonely wives. If Pierre had a PhD, we might have expected Dr. Delecto to be plotting world domination from a secret high-tech bunker beneath a volcano. All right, this article is getting a little crazy. He obviously really does not like. He really does not like Mitt Romney. Oh, you get free live audio market commentary from. Oh, that's Talking Forex and Zero Hedge. So that must be Talking Forex delayed. Delayed, yeah, it is. And it runs on Flash. Screw that. More than ever, Americans are growing wary of secrecy and duplicity. The feeling that almost nobody within the interlocking circles of politics and media can be trusted is looming ever larger in the conscience of voters. The anonymous sources, the so-called whistleblowers, the leakers of fake social media accounts all add up to an widely shared consensus that the nation's lawmakers and reporters cannot be relied upon to present the nation with the unvarnished truth. There's no such thing. Sorry, guys. Is it not time for America's journalists and politicians to be held fully accountable in the court of public opinion, at least for their own words and actions, without hiding behind secretive informants and fictitious personas? Well, I'll tell you the problem with Mitt Romney here, guys, is that Mitt Romney, he is incredibly, he has a very high degree of conscientiousness in his personality. And so he is obsessive, compulsive, clean, and all of these sorts of things. And Mitt Romney knows that people don't like that. And he knows that people generally don't like him as a person. It's kind of like the opposite of me. It's like, I tell you what, I don't feel like I do well in group situations. And I'm concerned sometimes, like yesterday, for instance, we had we did a training. We went to a training instead of going to work, and I forgot that we were doing that. And so I went to work, and then I got to work and I realized, I was supposed to go to this other place for the training. So I got there, and I didn't miss out on anything because it was already stuff that I knew, actually. I'm well beyond my first 2 hours of trading and quitting if I didn't make money. Well, yeah, okay. It's about 8:30 is about time to quit. Anyways, so I get there late, and I'm all concerned about how it makes me look, right? I'm like, well, there's nothing I can do about it, but I hate how it looks. I'm always thinking about those sorts of things. But then when we're just like in this kind of situation where I can see everybody or, these sorts of things, I think we do pretty well. I feel much better about myself in that situation, we'll say, right? And, Mitt Romney is the exact opposite. Mitt Romney I think he feels like when he has one-on-one conversations with people that people don't like him. They like him less because they spoke to him. Because he has a personality it's too much. But it's funny to me how he's been able to hide it. So I'll tell you what, it doesn't surprise me that he was liking the things and doing the stuff that he was doing. I have a friend at work, and this guy is super crazy anti-Mitt Romney. They will go and protest Mitt Romney. And he said that Mitt Romney, after the event, when he was driving away, swore at him or something to that effect. I forget if it was swearing, but he said something to him that was extremely. I was like, I can't believe Mitt Romney did that. I'm telling you, Mitt Romney is just not forthright with what he actually thinks. We all know it. Everybody knows it. That's why he didn't get elected. Well, that one ended up being a short too. You could maybe try playing it short. Now this is interesting because here we had this spike and it was a short, but then here there was another spike and that was when we got shoved down. Here's a spike. I need to get a better visualization of what's actually happening when I see that pressure because okay, so I want to see it before it dipped hardcore. Offers above it. Curious. Oh, you know what? I was thinking I should change something here. I'm going to change it on the ES. Action Vista. Heat map. And level 1 should be. Wow, is there a way for me to gradient it out a little better? Okay, so I'm getting yellows. Okay. So then let's try it like this. Sure. Change the colors here. This one should be like 100 maybe. And this one should be 20. There. So we'll see if that works. So if I change these, what are the factory? Lead blue. Well, they only changed the... Okay. I kind of like it like that though. So this one, 179. No, 180. So if I did, yeah. So let's change the bid ones now. Boom, 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 ba-dum. Mm-mm. This one should be 80 or so. Right. 180, 60. Good click there. Another click. 100. $80, 60, 40. Sure. I think I actually, well, we'll see. We'll see. Probably should do it on a different one. Huh. I think that looks okay though. So now save that. Now let's try putting the ZB on that. Cool. Versus the white. Well, we'll see if I can tell better with that or not. See if we can see things better with that or not. Control with this for. I don't know if it's quite as good. I think that I need to figure out like I don't know, could probably be tuned a little better. Oh, you know what? I have to change some. Get rid of that stuff. There we go. Okay, we'll try like that. We'll have it like that tomorrow and we'll see what happens. See if we like it or not. You can certainly see greens better than the whites, but it's kind of, I don't know. Okay, well, I guess that's it. Sorry that I was like awful today, but You know what? It's okay. We just got a really weird market going on. I mean, there was some good opportunities in there today. I'd say that one actually was a short. But it's just like not moving at all. Maybe tomorrow? Do we have some news tomorrow, 23rd? Nope, not really. I don't really have much of any news, but there is a lot of European news on the manufacturing front on the 24th, on Thursday. That could maybe move us. And then we get durable goods and everything. Maybe it just doesn't make much sense to be trading here yet. Well, I can already see one little thing here in my Vista chart that I didn't necessarily see before. It's a little brighter right there. Well, okay, well, I think I fixed everything that I need to fix. So, am I missing anything? No, I don't think so. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're not. Subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you know when we're live. And yeah, that's about it. I will see you guys tomorrow. And in the meantime, stay profitable, friends.